paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one was played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Miami Hurricanes. Taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To the ground with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to fire on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. From the gun, the running back has it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Canes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. Turning it on. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back. The 20, the 10, and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I love love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Keep it on the ground. A stopping cold maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Hurricanes line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Hard running there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a huge play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Dykes. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
The 12th man, more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 7 over Ball State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Dances away to buy time. Complete to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Using his legs, it's Grove. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know, they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying play action. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. That's good for Fighting Texas Aggie. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, first down here. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Gets rid of it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. They'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He moved it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. On the run, it's Dykes. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the toss. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
They go to the ground. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
They'll leave it with him. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been hungry.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And the Canes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The play-action fake. Looking to scramble. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Goes back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's close. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Just going to keep it after the snap. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. leaves it with the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets the back moving. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 35 over Ball State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Moving out of the pocket. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hurricanes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. A&M offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Spillman. Pass to 40. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Crow. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Big fullback's got it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Snap in the shotgun. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Scrambling away. He's going to take off. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll try to run for it. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was, could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. And they weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Harvin. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. 4th down, and a field goal is not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Stop him at the 7.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
So I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart.
He's going for the goal line. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on third down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. Fourth, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. To slam in. Next, going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He'll return it. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle with Sanchez. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together, reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense. Under 10 points a game, putting together a performance.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's going to run it. After a solid pickup on the play.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a 1st down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Keeps looking downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen two big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
And the Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Handoff to the fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. Sometimes you try to fool the defense with the fullback. Not fooled there.
Well, you better block for him. Goodness gracious, that's supposed to be a quick hitter, get me a few short yards, and there was nowhere to hit it. They just got hit in the backfield and brought the big fella down quickly.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle, and Sanchez. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. The offense changing the play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Using his legs to buy some time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. He's looking to throw. There's the pressure. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. So a drive there of 82 yards, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Turning it on! And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Yet another tremendous all-purpose back that the Canes use both running and receiving.
Man, showing you he can do it all. And listen, if I'm this offense, continue to find this guy, feed him, let him make big plays, let this Hurricane crowd go nuts.
And the Hurricanes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back, he's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Dice. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The pitch to the left. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Right on the money. Gets away from one, finds room. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Release to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Beckham. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving. He caught it! Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown, and you've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Michigan State dominated almost from wire to wire, and a game like this makes you harken back to those Connor Cook-led sporting teams that won Big Ten titles in 2013 and 2015. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Gonna run it. It's Dykes. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Canes enter the final minute with the lead. The give to the back. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Looking for room at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Canes with the 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. He takes a knee, and it took longer than they had hoped, but they finally get their first victory of the season.